up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. You know me working 3,000 jobs out here as a freelance artist. I finally have like a day off, so I'm here pre-recording, so you will start to see some videos coming out in the next week, and hopefully this will be up right before Thanksgiving because it is just like all about that Thanksgiving sitting in the sala type of look. As you can already see, I already have my base done. I already have the base done. I'm gonna go ahead and do like this very sexy, sultry, I would say more of a cranberry maybe type of Thanksgiving holiday type of look. For today, I'm going to use the Jackie Aina palette. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm going to be using this more because I feel like this is just a perfect holiday palette. As you can see, I've kind of used it a little bit. The colors are it's just perfect everyday fall winter type of looks that can come out of this. So that's why I'm showcasing this. Okay, so I have you zoomed in so you can see all the creases and crevices happening on my face right now. This is really not a flattering angle. I use this Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's just the way that I prime. It's honestly a perfect primer for eyeshadows. I've never had an issue with it actually. So I think the Too Faced concealer is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and just go in with Ginger first, which is this color right here. I'm going to put this down all over the lid, basically. Oh, this is an eyeshadow I got from the Betty Boop. Oh, what is that? What the hell? Did I just touch my face? Alright, I think I just ruined my face makeup. It's okay. It's whatever. And I'm just putting this all over the lid. I'm kind of going in the shape that I normally always love to do, which is kind of like extend my eyeshadow out to here. So I always buff it out when I go out here. When I know there's less product on the brush, that's when I'll do that. Okay, so now that I have ginger all over the lid, I'm going to go ahead and start adding in more of like the pink cranberry colors in. I'm going to go ahead with Supreme first. So I'm just going to add this into like the crease to kind of give it more of like a pink vibe. The shades are like pigmented enough that you're not going to lose the fact that we just put in like that transition shade. So I'm just going to add this into the crease. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have Supreme on the eyes, this is where we're going to get a little bit more smoky, a little bit sultry. And this is where you take your time with it if you're not really used to layering colors as well as doing a smoky eye. We're going to go ahead and go in with Credit. Whoop, wow. Going in with Credit right here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and use this same brush because I don't need to get into pinker anymore. I'm done with it, and this is only gonna be in the outer V of the eye to kind of give it that depth to make it sultry and smoky out on that side. You only need like literally a light touch, like a light touch. You don't even need too much, and start building the color up. Because honestly, these shadows are very, very pigmented. And if you go in just like straight up, just full on pack the color in, you might run into issues if you're not comfortable or used to blending your eyeshadows for so long. I am going to just focus this right here. You see like how much I touched and it's like dark. I'm doing patting motions because I only want it in like one section. Dipping into the eyeshadow palette again and just focusing it in here. And then I'll start to drag the color in and just start buffing it out when I feel like I'm comfortable to do that. And I do like very short circular motions because I don't want to like go out of the area where I want that color to be. Again, I suggest always building the color in and taking your time, because when you're working with darker colors, it's really, really intimidating if you're not used to it, and you just have to take your time to blend this out because it's honestly not the easiest thing on earth when it comes to blending dark shadows. It just takes time and practice. You see how pretty that is? Look at that. Look how sultry that looks. Nicely blended. And just keep building. If you feel like you lost any intensity, you could always go back and pack on the color. You don't necessarily have to swipe every single time you put on the eyeshadow. You just pack it in so that you have more intense. You see how that just made it so much more darker? Now I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have both sides, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the star of the show. Now, if you want like a cranberry kind of look, which is what I'm going for today, you need a nice deep red, and this palette has a perfect one. This one is called Wigglies. Honestly, this color right here, absolutely perfect and is nice and shimmery, so it's just going to give you like a beautiful holiday cranberry kind of feel. And we're gonna put this all over the lid in the empty area, and I'm gonna put this on first with like my finger and see how this goes on. Oh my god, that's just wow, that's just gorgeous. So obviously I'm not going to have like a precise, you know, blended look with using my fingers. So I'm going to go ahead and just use like a nice flat brush, and I'm just going to pack this onto the lid. And I'm just pressing this on and kind of like blending it into Credit, which was the darker color in the crease. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back into Credit and blend that into Wigglies. I kind of dipped my brush just a little bit, a light tap onto Credit, and just kind of tapping it into the edges of Wigglies so that it looks like a nice seamless blend. I'm going to dip into Ginger, and we're just going to run this our bottom. When you add colors to the lower lash line, like I know if you're a beginner with eyeshadow and you never really noticed it, but you've always seen like a perfect full eye look, it's definitely because there's a lower lash line color, and that's what we're doing right now. This is what completes the look, is what makes it look like it's pulled together. And nice tip, it also kind of hides the fact that your concealer is creasing. So if you add on colors to the lower lash line, it just makes it look like, wow, that is smoky, and no one notices that your concealer is creasing. I'm going to go ahead and dip into Supreme, which is the pink color that we did next, and just kind of do the same thing, kind of blend into one another, and go put this closer to the lower lash line. Go ahead and use that same brush I just used Supreme with, and I'm just going to dip into Credit. And I'm going to put this only in the outside part, just exactly the same area that I put Credit on the top. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the bottom. And this color goes the closest to your waterline. This look is not complete without that inner corner highlight. There's a variety of colors that you can choose from. You can go with like this Trust Issues, which is like a white to gold. You can go Dualas, which is basically a gold green-ish color. And then you have these perfect peachy colors that are right here. I'm going to go ahead and use Trust Issues first and see how that looks. Honestly, when it comes to the inner corner highlight, it can literally be whatever you want it to be. It's just that, it's a highlight. Obviously, you want to pick a color that's going to be complementary, but usually the highlight is what you're going to use like on the cheekbone anyway. So it don't matter, girl. It's just makeup. Just do whatever you want. I'm using Trust Issues, and I like that, actually. I don't think I'm going to go in with anything else. I'm using Trust Issues, and that looks so pretty. Yes. I'm actually going to keep it right here. I'm not going to add on anything else to the eyes except for the lashes. So if you really wanted to, you can go ahead and put on a darker liner down here. I kind of feel like I need to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one in with this Marc Jacobs one. This is in the shade, what shade is Brownie? And I feel like a brown one might just be, you know, good enough for me. So I'm not really going to go anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and finish up the rest of my face so we can get to the lips. Okay, so as you can see, I'm already kind of bronzed, and I used my bronzer as a contour today because I didn't really feel like chiseling out my cheeks right now. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. This is more, this video is more on the eyes anyway. But if I were to go somewhere, definitely would want to chisel this out. So I'm just going to leave it like that because I'm not going nowhere. Like, so I definitely feel like I need a little bit of color. And I'm going to go ahead and use kind of the same color as Supreme. So I feel like if you use the same color as your crease, it just kind of looks more put together. So I'm going to go in with Cabana Boy. This is from The Balm. This is, yeah, it's called Cabana Boy. There's like really no other color for it. And it's such a beautiful like pink color. Super pigmented. So you gotta be like very careful how much you put on. For the lips, I'm just going to go ahead and use my favorite lip liner at the moment. This is from NYX. It is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the color Mason. I tend to really like to overline my lips. So what I'm going to do is kind of like make the top here round. I'm going to use this Hi-Fi Shine from Urban Decay. This is in the shade Dirty Talk. Right? Yeah, it's in the shade Dirty Talk, and I love this color. I feel like it's like a red to pink kind of shift, but it's a gloss, so it's not super opaque. It doesn't have like full opacity of like the color. So it's just like a beautiful color. So you're gonna see how it looks. Like, that's pretty. Now it's time for the highlight. The Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. This palette is honestly so gorgeous. I've been eyeing this at Sephora literally every day since I started working there. And then they had like a discount for us employees. So I was like, oh my god, yes, finally gonna put this on my face. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into these colors right here, these two, and just kind of, I don't know. Oh, yes, okay. Oh my god, I absolutely love this highlight. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set this face because listen, this face needs to be snatched for the dinner table. You cannot have this move. You cannot, okay? It's going to be on all night. Period. So I'm gonna go ahead with my Slay All Day in the scent Coconut. I love this spray. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. I have so many other scents too that I need to get through, so I need to finish this. And that is the final look. What do we think? This is perfect for that holiday, that date night, Christmas, Thanksgiving, everything, okay? And this whole look was created with just one palette. I completely used everything in this palette to create this eye look. And honestly, that is why I love this palette. This is why I feel like it needs more recognition because you could literally create so many looks that is in this season with this palette, and it is perfect for medium to dark skin tones. I mean, obviously this is a collab with Jackie Aina and ABH, which is catered for darker skin tones. That's what she created for. However, anybody can use this. Anyways, let me know what you think of this look. Let me know what you think of this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here in my little corner of YouTube, as well as click that bell button so that you can be notified whenever I do upload. Go ahead and follow me on all social media. I will have that all below as well. And yeah, that's about it. So I will see you guys on the next one.